Are you tired of feeling stuck? Do you watch others live their dream life, wondering why it's not you? I used to be there, looking at my aspirations like distant stars, beautiful but unreachable. But what if I told you that the secret to transforming those dreams into your reality isn't about luck or a special talent, but a simple, repeatable process? A process that's unlocked everything for me and countless others? This isn't just about goal setting, it's about life altering transformation. Stick with me until the very end, because the final, most powerful insight will completely change how you approach your future, making the impossible inevitable. You absolutely cannot miss this. Dream big. So many of us are living lives that feel small, constrained by what we think is possible, rather than what we know is truly inside us. We tell ourselves stories about why we can't, why we shouldn't, why it's too late, or why we're not enough. These aren't just thoughts, they're emotional shackles, holding us captive in a tiny room when there's an entire universe waiting outside. The first, most foundational step, the one that everything else hinges upon, is to absolutely demolish those limiting beliefs and give yourself permission to dream bigger than you've ever dared. Imagine, truly imagine, what your most extraordinary life looks like. What would you do if failure wasn't an option? What impact would you make? What joy would you experience? This isn't about being unrealistic. It's about being courageous enough to acknowledge the vast, untapped potential within you. It's about understanding that your current reality is a consequence of your past beliefs and actions. And if you want a different future, it has to start with a radically different vision. Don't censor yourself. Don't let the little voice of doubt whisper its toxic lies. Close your eyes if you need to, and see that magnificent future with such clarity and emotional intensity that it feels as real as the chair you're sitting on. This is where the magic begins. This is where you ignite the spark that will fuel your entire journey. Without this grand vision, you're just drifting, and drift rarely leads to destiny. Clarity Catalyst. Now that you've allowed yourself to dream boundlessly, it's time to bring those ethereal visions down to earth, to give them form and substance. This isn't about just wishing, it's about crystallizing. Think of it like this: a sculptor doesn't just vaguely think about a statue, they have a precise image, a detailed blueprint, before they even pick up a tool. Your dreams are the raw marble, and clarity is the chisel. What does achieving your goals actually look like for you? Is it a specific financial figure, a certain level of fitness, a particular relationship dynamic, a unique creative project? The more specific you can be, the more tangible your goal becomes. And here's the crucial part: attach emotion to it. How will you feel when you accomplish this? What joy, what pride, what sense of peace will wash over you? This emotional connection isn't just a nice to have, it's the fuel that will propel you through resistance and doubt. When you hit a roadblock, when motivation wanes, it's that emotional connection, that vivid mental picture of triumph and fulfillment that will pull you forward. So write it down. Don't just think it. Write down your dream with such precision that it leaves no room for ambiguity. Make it so clear, so vivid, that it practically vibrates with possibility. This isn't just a list, it's a declaration, a contract with your future self, signed in the ink of your deepest desires. Action Blueprint. Having a dream is beautiful, and having clarity is powerful. But without action, they remain just that: dreams and intentions. This is where the rubber meets the road, where the theoretical becomes practical. Many people get stuck here, overwhelmed by the sheer size of their aspiration. They see the mountain peak and don't know where to take the first step. The key is to break it down. Take that big, audacious goal and dissect it into smaller, manageable, even tiny steps. What's the very first thing you need to do? Then what's the next? And the next? Think of it as creating a staircase, one step at a time, leading directly to your desired outcome. Each step should be actionable, something you can realistically accomplish. Don't worry about perfection. Just focus on progress. The momentum you gain from completing these small steps is incredibly powerful. It builds confidence, proves to yourself that you can do it, and fuels your drive for the next step. And here's another secret: schedule your actions. Don't leave it to chance or motivation. Block out time in your calendar for your dreams, just as you would for an important meeting or appointment. Show up for yourself. Consistency, even in small doses, is far more effective than sporadic bursts of intense effort. Create your blueprint, commit to your steps, and then, most importantly, execute. Overcome obstacles. Let's be honest. The path to your dreams isn't a straight, smooth highway. It's often winding, with bumps, detours, and unexpected roadblocks. This isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's an inherent part of any meaningful journey. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't often comes down to how they respond to these obstacles. Do you crumble or do you adapt? Do you see problems as insurmountable walls or as puzzles waiting to be solved? This step is about cultivating resilience and a problem solving mindset. When you encounter a challenge, instead of asking, "Why me?" or "Why bother?" ask, "How can I?" or "What's the next creative solution?" Embrace failure not as an ending, but as feedback, as a valuable lesson that brings you closer to success. Every setback contains a seed of an equal or greater advantage if you're willing to look for it. Build a support system around you, people who believe in you, who will lift you up when you stumble and hold you accountable when you lose focus. And remember your why. Go back to that vivid, emotional clarity you established in step 2. That emotional connection will be your anchor when the storms rage. Obstacles are inevitable, but giving up is a choice. Choose resilience, choose to learn, choose to push through. Sustain momentum. You've dreamed big, gained clarity, taken action, and overcome obstacles. Now, how do you keep that fire burning, that momentum going, especially when the initial excitement fades? This isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. Sustaining momentum is about creating habits and rituals that continually feed your ambition and keep you aligned with your vision. This means regularly reviewing your goals, celebrating your wins, no matter how small, and course correcting when necessary. Don't wait for massive milestones to acknowledge your progress. Every step forward is a victory worthy of recognition. This positive reinforcement creates a feedback loop that fuels further action. It's also about constantly learning and growing. The person you are today might not be the person who can achieve that grand dream. So, invest in yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, take courses, seek mentorship. Continuously expand your knowledge and your skill set. This journey of personal growth is not separate from your goals. It is intricately intertwined. And perhaps most importantly, maintain a mindset of gratitude. Be grateful for the journey, for the lessons, for the challenges, and for the progress you've made. Gratitude shifts your perspective, keeping you positive and energized, even when the path ahead seems long. This continuous cycle of growth, reflection, and appreciation is what truly cements your dreams into your reality. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, to let the noise of the world drown out the whispers of your soul. But your dreams, those deep, powerful aspirations. They are calling to you for a reason. They are not random wishes. They are blueprints of your potential, waiting to be unleashed. The steps I've shared are not just theories, they are a proven pathway, a roadmap to a life overflowing with purpose, joy, and profound accomplishment. Imagine what your life could be like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years if you committed to this process. A life where your reality matches your grandest visions. That life isn't just a possibility, it's a promise if you dare to claim it. Take that first step right now. Believe in the incredible power within you to create the life you were born to live. This is your moment. YouTube comment. I've always felt like my dreams were too big, almost arrogant to even think about. But this just gave me chills and made me realize that's exactly why I have to chase them. Who else is feeling completely re energized after this? What's the biggest dream you're finally going to pursue?